That smells kind of lemony. Lemony fresh. No?
No, that was good. I just wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Jen and Thomas podcast. I am your host, Thomas. And before we get started, I just want to apologize for last week's episode. I was slow. I was low energy, but we found out, I found out on my own time, actually. I actually had to bring a doctor on for this week's episode. My doctor, Dr. Brandon Churchill. How are you?
I'm good, Thomas.
Well, so Brandon, I came to you immediately. You might remember last week when I completely forgot how to form a thought because of a half shot of tequila I had had earlier that day.
That is correct.
The tequila respirito.
That is a syndrome that we like to call tequila no remembero.
It's sweeping the nation. But
Well, it is now. It's coming up from Mexico.
Oh, yeah, well, you know.
Fentanyl and all that, too.
Yeah. But I was trying to edit that podcast, and I was like, why am I so low energy? Why am I just like, I can't get it together? I cut out so many of me going, and then like halfway through, and I forgot why. And then halfway through, I'm like, damn, bro, like I had that shot of tequila earlier, and it's just stopped me.
Clicks.
And so yeah, that's it. I want to apologize. I'm feeling more lively, more vivacious,
Vibrant.
On it. Any other?
Here.
I am here. I am present. I am in the moment. I'm practicing mindfulness and gratitude for existing in the here and now.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like some old people shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else sounds like some old people shit?
Our drink today?
Iced tea.
Iced tea? Yeah. Well, I also like iced tea.
You would.
I love if we get Danielle on later, she'll tell you how much I love iced tea. My Arizona people know what I'm talking about.
Arizona iced tea?
Well, no, AJ's, but AJ's is in Arizona.
So technically it's Arizona iced tea.
Yeah, Arizona Iced Tea, the company that was in New York.
Don't they make a seltzer now?
Yeah, I sent that to you, didn't I?
Do they only sell that in Arizona?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Like I said, the company's from New York, so I have no idea.
Oh, weird.
Well, they just thought, like, what state makes us think of iced tea? Arizona.
I guess.
But the difference is their Z is capitalized.
Right.
Mine is not.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Brandon, what are we drinking today?
We have a beautiful Tom's Top Shelf Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, so let's explain the name a little bit. This is one of the most valuable Long Islands I've ever made, I think.
There's very few things that would make it more top shelf than it is right now. I would say it's...
Well, yeah, definitely not the most expensive. Someone out there has done it, but...
I would say it's near... I wouldn't know if I would say it's top shelf necessarily.
It's Tom's Top Shelf.
It's not top shelf, but it's like... it's top shelf.
It's Tom's Top Shelf.
Right, it's Tom's Top Shelf.
This might be the most expensive Long Island in Missouri.
False.
No? Why?
Was it $9 to make?
It was a lot more than that.
Then yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right, very good.
No,
I have no idea.
No, so in it we have $50 tequila, $40 Contro, $20 Beefeater gin, $20 Tito's, and then however much your rum costs.
$17.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's top shelf.
Yeah, for a Long Island.
I mean, I put Tito's pretty top shelf for me. I mean, I guess you could go Grey Goose, but I don't really care for that.
Yeah.
And then
lime or lemons. I mean,
White Captain is top shelf for me in rum. So
yeah, for you.
But
anyway, no, I'm really excited. We haven't tried it yet.
Lemon juice, and you already said the triple sec, and then
Contro is our triple sec.
Simple syrup.
Oh, simple syrup. That's right. In our lemons.
Yeah.
Danielle, do you want to try it with us?
No, she doesn't.
Well, she has her straw.
straw.
But here, we can get ours.
She's ready.
I'm happy.
Oh, baby.
Our tequila is cutting through, but not in a way that's bad.
No, it mixes with the lemon in such a way that it's a very citrusy...
And the Contro.
Very citrusy Long Island.
Yeah, I would say
Danielle is kind of scared, it looks like.
I said... Oh,
I can just tell that it's really strong.
Well, yeah, you can tell it's strong, but it's not hard to drink is the thing.
I said this earlier, but I'm going to say it again. Danielle looks like some fucking I Love Lucy right now with her, I don't know what she's got.
like a
she's like
bandana
trying to like
thing.
curl her hair or something.
It's called Heatless Curls.
Heatless curls has her
For
looking
all
like
the
I Love
lady
Lucy.
listeners out there.
Rosie the Riveter with her hair up.
Can we just talk about the color of this? This is
Yeah.
a beautiful hue.
Yeah, no, it looks like an iced tea, which is why it's called a Long Island iced tea, actually. For those of you at home who do not know, it's called a Long Island iced tea because of the color looking like iced tea, because it has Coca-Cola in it, or as I like to call it, Coca-Cola.
Why do you call it Coca-Cola?
Well, because I had an ex-girlfriend that calls them Cokies, and then I was like, Coca-Cola.
Oh, I see.
So anyway, yeah. Oh, this is so good, dude.
It's good.
I just like, I almost want to savor it. Like,
yeah.
I don't even want to drink it. I just want to like sip it and then enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And something we did differently is anytime I've ordered one in a bar, they just throw the stuff in,
Yeah.
Coke, and then just put a lime or lemon wedge in there. We did lemon juice with it.
Fresh squeezed
Yeah.
lemon juice into
That
it.
really makes a difference here. And using
Very
the
aromatic, too.
yeah, and using the higher quality alcohols
Brings it up a notch.
brings it up.
I'm
I
not
really,
gonna lie,
really like
though,
this.
I've only had 2 sips of this, and I can already feel it starting to...
Oh yeah, I'm loosening up. I'm not like grinding to a halt like I did last week. Don't worry.
This is a beautiful drink. And let me tell you what got me into Long Island's, because I've liked them for a long time now.
Oh my god, dude! In the high. Remember, I had you smell the Contro before.
Oh, yeah, that beautiful orange.
That levels it up above that
Yeah, for sure.
base level $5 triple sec.
So I started into my Long Island journey. Okay, well, actually, I started a long time ago. When I was first in college, I decided that I was going to try to make mixed drinks. I think I've kind of talked about this before when I tried to make like an old-fashioned or something.
Yeah, that's when I got into that stuff, but I was really bad at it.
Oh, me too. I thought you just mixed 4 liquors together and called it good. That did not work, dude.
I didn't know anything about balancing flavors or getting any of this and
I'm
that.
pretty sure I mixed like rum, gin, tequila, and vodka and like triple sec and thought that was a Long Island. It was a mess. Anyway, my revisited Long Island towards the end of college, I went with a friend to a bar, and we're like, what should we get to drink? And we're gonna order some food and whatever. And he's like, what about Long Island? You ever heard of Long Island? I kind of tried to make one once. It wasn't good, but I know what they are. I know they're really strong. I'm in. He goes, all right. And then the bartender comes over and she goes, what can I get you guys? He goes, we'll have a couple of Long Island. She goes, do you want a Long Island or do you want a top shelf Long Island? And we're like, well, what makes it a top shelf Long Island?
She said, let me call my friend Tom.
Well, first of all, she goes, the reason you're going to want one is because it's got Patron in it. A shot of Patron is $9.
Ooh.
This has a half shot of Patron in it, and the Long Island is $9. So there's half your price right there.
Good deal.
I was like, this bitch knows how to sell fucking drinks. And anyway, it's got like all the other good shit in it. So we ordered those, had one, and I was like, the minute it touched my lips, I was like, oh, buddy, I don't know if we're driving home tonight.
I've referenced this video a few times, but have I ever
3 Long Islands later.
have I ever showed you the video of them when they're like, "Oh, I put Henny in my friend's beer or something,"
Yeah.
and he takes a sip. He's like, "Oh, that was you, man." No, I don't know. I've always had like Long Islands here or there, nothing too crazy. I remember the first time I had one, I was like, "Oh, pretty good." And that was kind of it. But this is probably the best one I've ever had.
I think I could do with a little less agave tequila.
Well, all tequila is agave tequila.
No, I mean like a less agave forward tequila, like something that kind of blends in.
Bro,
more.
I'm not gonna lie.
This
I was
stands out
thinking,
quite a bit.
I was thinking that I would like to get a mezcal
Okay.
because I feel like you could get one with like a little bit more of a balance, but like I feel like that smoky would go well with this. I don't know why the lemon. I feel like I don't know, but if you want less forward tequila, I think a mezcal for me would make that more forward. So maybe that's where we're splitting our interest here.
I don't. I just It's not necessarily. I think it maybe is just the tequila itself. I think.
That one's has a cutting flavor.
I mean, you could smell it when I was pouring it. You can smell the agave all over.
Yeah.
So I think it's really just it's a tequila that will showcase a tequila in a drink. I think if we had like a different tequila, it would kind of melt into it more.
Yeah.
Not saying it's bad.
And for those of you wondering, we use it's like that Ocho tequila. I'll get up and look at the label in a minute.
It was go back to the
Tequila Sunrise episode, A Day Late in a Football Short.
Didn't we use it in something else too?
No, we had used La Gratona.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I went through that one. This one's too
bet
strong
you
for me.
did.
Yeah. But even this one, like he's saying, like, you're saying like the tequila, it's a little too forward, a little too agave forward, but it still works in the drink.
Yeah,
like
of course.
That tequila pairs with the lemon so well.
Dude, all I smell when I smell this is lemon.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That fresh lemon. Oh, buddy. You know the deal, brother. I have not used this cup yet. Let's see what this sounds like.
Ooh. It's almost like sleigh bells.
This is I forget the Excalibur tequila maybe? Cup. So like the imprint is on the inside. Can you see that?
Oh, that's cool. Nice and smooth on the inside.
A mutual friend of ours stole this from me from a restaurant.
A mutual friend or the undisclosed third friend?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Okay. All right. I'm like, we have a lot of mutual friends, Brandon.
I forget what you referred to this person as.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sorry.
I don't remember why I started saying it that way either. Someone listen and comment below. All right. So, Brandon.
Please.
Long Island iced tea.
Do you have a history?
Yeah. But before we get started, I want to talk about where do you think the name comes from?
Long Island?
Okay. I thought that it came from a place called like Long Island, but as if just like a very long island.
Oh, no.
I
was
never
thinking
thought
like
of New York.
The Long Island.
That had never even crossed my mind until I looked it up just now.
Really?
Or I thought maybe...
You thought it was like a Long Island in Indonesia or something.
Yeah, or maybe there's a TV show, which I'll get into in a second, where it was served in like a really long glass.
The more you drink of these, the longer the island gets.
Yeah, and so I was like, is it supposed to be a really long drink? Never clicked in my head about Long Island, New York until just now. But so anyway, it says here with the origin that there are actually two competing origin stories. One from Long Island, New York, and one from Long Island, Tennessee.
There's a Long Island, Tennessee?
We're going to get there.
All right.
But yes.
I'm here.
All right, so Robert Rosebud Butt. That sucks.
That sounds like a pirate name that you came
like,
up with.
Hey, Mr. Butt. Robert Rosebud Butt claims to have invented the Long Island iced tea as an entry in a contest to create a new mixed drink with triple sec in 1972 while he worked at the Oak Beach Inn on Long Island, New York.
Oh, I've heard this.
Oh, you've heard that one?
I've heard of the Oak Beach, yeah.
Okay, well, that's the end of that story, I guess. And then it says here, a slightly different drink is claimed to have been invented in the 1920s during Prohibition in the United States by Old Man Bishop in a local community named Long Island in Kingsport, Tennessee. The drink was then tweaked by Ransom Bishop, Old Man Bishop's son, by adding cola, lemon, and lime. Old Man's version include whiskey and maple syrup. Oh. So this guy's original old-fashioned not old-fashioned. What's this
Long
fucking
Island, dude?
This guy's original Long Island doesn't really sound much like an Long Island. All right,
honestly, it's probably closer to an old-fashioned.
Yeah. Varied quantities of 5 liquors and no triple sec rather than the modern one with cola and 5 equal portions of 5 liquors. It was prepared the following way. So this is Old Man Bishop's original recipe, which I wouldn't mind maybe trying this.
Okay.
So squeeze half a lemon and half a fresh lime into a glass and then add...
Because the lime doesn't prevent scurvy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
So the lemon will be good.
Yeah.
Them together will cure it or
Right.
prevent it, not cure it.
Continue.
But so half an ounce of rum, gin, tequila, 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of whiskey, and 1/2 ounce of maple syrup, and then add 4 ounces of cola.
Can I tell you, I've heard of the whiskey version.
Oh, okay. What do you call that? An Old Man Bishop?
No.
That's what I'm going to call it.
I want to say... So for those of you who don't know, Captain Morgan came out with like pre-mixed cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say their Long Island premix has whiskey in it. I want to say it does.
I have one more addition to this story.
Okay, and then I'll give you my twist.
Okay. While some sources say there was a recipe for Long Island iced tea in the 1961 edition of Betty Crocker's New Picture Cookbook, no such recipe can actually be found there. I wonder if that's a thing of like the Mandela effect, because it says some sources, so at least more than one.
Right. You ready for the twist?
I'm ready for a twist, and then I have the variations for us.
Oh, well, good, because this will tie into that.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever heard of an adios motherfucker?
That's number one. Also known as the Boston Tea Party.
Bullshit.
I'm going to start ordering it that way. Are you kidding me?
The Long Island is known as that?
No, adios motherfucker. I'll tell you what, if we used dry curacao instead of blue curacao, we could do a Boston Tea Party episode to show that we're so fucking classy.
I think we should do an adios episode with Tinez and just black out on the podcast.
That man loves tequila. He would love this. He would love our tequila in here. But anyway, sorry, go on.
Sorry, Tinez, that you're not here for this, because I think you would love this too.
He'd be like, he'd be like, ooh, it's healthy. It's healthy.
I taste the agave. Mm-hmm. It's a plant. It's healthy.
Yeah.
Like the celery in the other one?
Yeah. Okay, so adios motherfucker, which you are familiar with, also known as a Boston Tea Party. Oh, that is so... If we did make this but with dry curacao, which is like clear orange instead of blue,
okay,
that would be really cool. Like if we were having a social hour, be like, oh, wait, a drink of tonight is actually a Boston Tea Party. And people are like, I'm getting fucked up.
I've had to teach many a bartender how to make an adios.
I've had to teach bartenders how to make a Manhattan more than any other drink.
I believe it.
Yeah. And I said this last time because I think people just don't know how to make it, because a lot of times they're like, I don't have everything for that. I can make you an old-fashioned.
Okay, a sidebar before you keep going.
Mm-hmm.
This like some of these drinks that a lot of these drinks that we put on this podcast are depending on what bar you're at, is a big fuck you to the bartender.
Yeah. Do not
order this in a busy college bar. You'll get kicked out.
Absolutely do not order a Born on the Bayou at a busy college bar.
You're going to have to find like a very fancy bar in downtown St. Louis.
You're going to have to go to our bar. Tommy's Top Shelf. Or Tom's Top Shelf. Top Shelf Tom.
Tom's Puzzles.
Tom's Puzzle.
Why is it called Puzzle?
That's the puzzle.
God damn it, dude.
All right, so anyway, adios motherfucker, or a Boston Tea Party, is considered a variation of the Long Island iced tea, with blue curacao substituting for triple sec and with lemon lime soda substituting for the cola. That's
right.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think I knew that.
A Grateful Dead, also known as a Black Widow. I love these.
Grape soda?
Which uses the same mix as the Long Island, but the triple sec is replaced with raspberry liqueur, and the cola is replaced with a lemon lime soda.
That's close.
Hawaiian iced tea.
Tell me it's Hawaiian punch.
No, replacing the cola with pineapple juice.
So close. Could have been so much better.
Okay, and so a Tokyo iced tea is if Midori is substituted in for the triple sec.
Educate
and
me.
you use lemon lime instead of Coca-Cola.
What is Midori?
It's something that's green.
It's like a Japanese liqueur.
It's a green made by Sunshine, flavored with yubari and muskmelon. It is Japanese.
I have heard of muskmelon, believe it or not.
First released in 1964, known as the Hermes Melon Liqueur. I mean, it is like a melony thing.
Okay, I could see that. The Japanese are big into melon. All right?
Yeah, this may be one for you. Tennessee tea replaces the gin with Tennessee whiskey and does not use tequila.
Tennessee whiskey.
So no gin, no tequila. Add Tennessee whiskey.
I don't know how I feel about that.
All right, well, how about this one? A Texas tea. Add whiskey.
Depending on the whiskey, I might be okay with it.
Yeah, so those are the variations here.
Adding the whiskey makes it very country to me.
Woo. way.
I think what it was is some country guy was like, "You're calling this iced tea and it doesn't have any fucking whiskey in it." It's kind of how I feel about it.
I hear you. But so I know what you're thinking. Thomas, Long Island, Tennessee? Sorry for that rough segue. I just have it up here.
Oh, I was curious.
Okay. So, Long Island, also known as the Long Island of the Holston, is an island in the Holston River at Kingsport in East Tennessee, and important in regional history since pre-colonial times. The island is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and is designated as a U.S. National Historic Landmark District. I had
The whole island is?
Yeah, I had no idea there was an island in Tennessee.
Don't make that face. You know it's good.
Danielle's just playing hard to get.
I think she's gonna let the ice melt and then she'll enjoy it. You know what? I bet it is. She's got a thing about tequila.
And this is a very strong,
very agave forward drink. I think it's the agave that's messing with her.
I mean, still good. I think.
I like I said, I think it's really good still.
Well,
I just if I had to change one thing, which we do a lot in this, if we had to change one thing, I think I would get a tequila that would kind of meld in more.
I would maybe get. I know the recipe kind of calls for like a white tequila, but I think like a gold tequila would be a bit smoother. Maybe that tequila that we had that fucking froze me up like a rebooting computer. What do we call it? Tequila Desperado. What was it when
disease?
Yeah, what was the disease I had?
Tequila no remembero?
Tequila no remembero. Yeah, so besides the tequila no remembero.
What was it? What was that tequila?
It was something Respirado, which I looked it up later.
Oh, at the liquor store. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I was like, why don't we have more of that?
A shot of that I feel like would work in here because it had that sweet and like vanilla.
Oh, and that stuff didn't taste like a tequila, really.
Yeah,
it was
like
more
you
of
said,
a
it was
rum.
much more rummy.
I think that would be delicious in this.
Yeah. Maybe on a revisited episode because I don't have any here.
It might turn it more into like how like a mint julep kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little vanilla. I don't know. Kind of a sweetness added.
Wait, I don't think I've ever had vanilla in my mint julep.
I just meant like along the lines of that type of drink.
I still don't know if I get it, but anyway, Brandon.
I don't know if I get it. I've had a third of my Long Island. You have no reason to believe me whatsoever.
I think I'm at half.
I think you need to slow down, buddy.
I do. But so anyway, before we get going on the rest of the show, our ambiance today, Brandon, we have some blue lights going.
That is true. We do have blue.
And you were like, it's just kind of what I was feeling, but I'm going to tell you why
this
it was
my
perfect.
gut. This is my gut feeling was blue.
And this is just going to show how much you know me. There's a show I like to watch.
Okay.
And this character, on like 2 separate occasions, this character has had a Long Island iced tea.
Oh.
And it was Marge Simpson.
Oh, jeez.
Blue hair, blue lights. But it was funny. They were like, "Oh, do you want a Long Island iced tea or something?" She's
Could have
like,
gone yellow.
"Yeah," but she was like, "Oh no, I think it should be called a large iced tea." And then she got it, and it was a really long glass. And then she's like, "Oh no, long is right." Sorry for my bad impression. I can only do it if I'm speaking loudly.
Well, it was good enough.
Call me Marge Simpson because I love you, homie.
You're off the podcast.
Oh no. But so anyway,
save that for your Simpsons podcast that you're starting up.
I should. Well, no, there's already a much better Australian one out there.
Australian Simpsons podcast?
Australians love The Simpsons. Are you kidding me?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Because it got there way later.
Yeah, well, and there's an episode called, like, a Bart versus Australia or something, and just the fact that they acknowledged Australia, they're like, that's us. But yeah,
Very good.
I'll give them a shout-out, 4-finger discount.
They're also from Springfield, Illinois.
No.
Missouri?
No, it's purposely left vague.
Okay, well, one of the Springfields, but
well,
it's...
if you asked me, I don't know. So it could be Springfield, Illinois, because there's a lot of nuclear power plants in Illinois.
Yeah.
But they have like the squid port, which is
so
the
they have,
ocean.
Well,
but in the Simpsons movie, they say like, oh, here are the 5 states that border Springfield, and then it's 5 states that are nowhere near each other.
uh-huh.
But it's based off of Oregon. So like
Okay.
it's like Springfield is based off of Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
But I don't know. There's some other things that could help narrow it down. Like I always said that it was Springfield, Illinois, and that's like where it could definitely be.
Mm-hmm.
And they are banned from almost every. There's a map where they're like, oh, we're only banned in like 48 of the 40 or of the 50 states, and then like we're only not banned from Arizona and something else. And Homer goes, I don't know, Arizona smells weird. And then they're like, okay, we're not going there, but they're like banned from Illinois. But maybe they live. I don't know.
I don't know if anybody can figure it out. It's you.
It's purposely left vague is the issue.
They're from Canada. Let's be honest.
Oh God. No, they always talk crap about Canada. Oh, and much like me, Homer Simpson hates New York.
Why do you hate New York?
I
The
don't
gun
know.
laws?
No, I just
Oh,
hate
I
it.
peaked so hard there.
You
I'm
did.
so sorry.
It's okay. No, I just hate it. And like the episode where they go to New York and like Homer just talks about hating it, that's exactly how I feel. It's just an utter disdain.
Okay.
I hate California more. It's not even like a political thing. I just don't like them.
How do you feel about Louisiana?
Never been. No opinion.
Well, you know what's funny about Louisiana?
No, I like New Orleans because in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's an area in the game that's based off New Orleans.
Do they have Mardi Gras?
No.
You know who did have Mardi Gras?
New Orleans.
We did.
Oh, yeah. St. Louis, they have that.
We had Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we did have Mardi Gras,
We
which
had
is...
a time.
I am so glad
Had
you brought
Mardi
it back
Gras.
around because I'm sitting here, I'm like...
I don't know
was
how to
go-
connect this.
Well, no, I was sitting here, I'm like, I know I was going to bring something up, but I'm halfway through this iced tea, and I don't know.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I could drink another one, but I would
I
be
could too.
obliterated.
I'm gonna be like, have you heard that? You know that like classic white people thing where it's like they take a sip of something good and they're like, oh, that's dangerous. This is dangerous. Hold on. I'm gonna do my Jimmy voice.
Oh,
that's dangerous.
yeah, buddy.
Oh my God, that's for you, Kelsey.
Oh, that's dangerous.
It is dangerous. God, it's just good. It tastes really good.
Yeah, it's so fucking good, dog.
But so anyway,
I'm pretty fucking lit, dude.
it's a booze
About
heavy and
halfway.
heavily boozed episode.
And you can't really taste it.
No, it is.
Let's
so
get
good.
into a boozy day we had.
Yeah. So speaking of heavily boozed, Mardi Gras.
Let me go through the timeline.
which was a trip in more ways than one. It was a trip.
Yeah, at the Instagram, you'll see the photos of that.
Oh yeah.
Let me go through the timeline, okay? So I get up at 6:30 in the morning.
Disgusting.
Which I normally get up at 6, so I got to sleep in 30 minutes. Cool.
That's good. I normally get up at 4, but that's fine.
Couple of friends stayed the night because you know how we do. We let people stay so they don't have to drive in the morning.
He's like-
and then try to find a place to
I
park.
love the way he said that. You know how we do, being a gracious host.
You get it, dog. So had a couple people stay. Some other people showed up about 7. Some more people showed up about 7:15.
Me, your
You-
boy, because you
you-
told me to be there at 7:30 because you're going to be gone by 8, and we didn't even leave until like 8.
So we gather the troops. We get our shit figured out. Everybody's ready to go. And then we
And I'm sorry, who were the troops? Thomas and the gang? That's right. I was there.
Scooby. and
Sorry,
the
I don't know
gang.
what that was. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that was either. Then we all walked to Colleen and Josh's apartment down in Soulard, because we're Soulard adjacent. And at that place, like we mentioned, we did do kegs and eggs. And not only were there eggs, there was bacon, there was biscuits and gravy.
That's what I did.
I made a a bunch. I just piled it all on a plate and ate it, and it was delicious.
Hold on. So far, you've left out a very important detail on
That
the
you
walk.
tripped
No.
5 seconds into the walk,
Oh my God!
and
I
I was
did.
like, "This is how this day's gonna go."
That's exactly. Oh my! I totally forgot about that. That was a microcosm of the rest of the day. But I didn't I just tripped and stumbled. I didn't fall.
No, yeah, no.
No. But on the way, we had our clamata or our bud cheladas.
Blood Michelada,
Bud chelada, Bud Light chelada.
I can't talk right
You
now.
had a Bud Light chelada, and I did a
Bud
Budweiser chelada.
Bud Light Chelada,
And-
dude. And I was lit by the time I got there, son.
So, me and Danielle, we were gonna do Bloody Marys that morning,
right.
and much like how when you woke her up to say we're going to brunch and you're not going. But she was so mad. She's like, Brandon woke me up and told me that you guys are having a drink and we're not getting Bloody Marys.
I didn't wake her up and say that. She woke up and I go, Thomas is bringing us basically a Bloody Mary beer in a can. And she's like, I thought we were doing Bloody Marys. And I was like, well, clearly you hadn't talked to him.
First of all, do you have the stuff to make Bloody Marys? No, Danielle.
I think she was expecting you to bring everything, which is a horrible idea.
I bring everything. I bring the
This
podcasting
woman-
equipment. I bring the booze.
This woman is the reason we weren't ready to leave until 8 o'clock. So, take that, woman.
Yeah,
She's not going to listen to
yes,
this.
somebody.
She won't listen to this.
But anyway, yeah. So and then we get to Josh and
I'll get a
Colleen's.
text. I listened.
Yeah. She's like, I'm literally listening to you do this right now.
You're an
But we get
asshole.
to Josh and Colleen's, and they had a Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, right.
And then I was like, Danielle, I knew it would work out.
Yeah.
You know?
Then she had a Bloody Mary, didn't she?
Yeah, we had Bloody Marys there, and it was
Of
a
course.
cool. I don't remember the brand, but it's local to St. Louis. It was a spicy Bloody Mary mix.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay.
You know, your boy had to put the Cholula in there.
You like to drink your hot sauce.
I like to drink my hot sauce. So yeah, I had a spicy Bloody Mary, and then I don't know. We just kind of hung out for a bit.
I drank a lot of beer. We played Boom Cup.
Yeah, we played Boom Cup, and Brandon put that herpes-filled drink in the middle.
No.
And it was a jug that everybody and their mother put their lips on.
The vodka Mio?
Yeah. First of all, not good. Why? Just do a vodka water and put some
Listen,
lime juice in there.
The middle cup is not supposed to be good. You're not supposed to want to drink the
No.
middle cup.
I'm saying their vodka water and Mio is bad on its own.
I mean, I've done it before. It's very health conscious.
Mio is
It's not great, though. I know what you're saying. I mean, but for that set of ingredients, I don't know if you could get any different.
I'll just do vodka water, lemon lime electrolytes poured in there. There you go.
That's not a bad idea,
I know.
actually.
I only have good ideas, Brandon.
No. You know what would make that better? A white tequila, water, and lemon lime
That'd be pretty
electrolytes. Yeah, actually,
That would be
probably
pretty good. But
Gotta
anyway,
get you right for the day.
so we played a little Boom Cup.
We hang out there. We get nice and toasty, and then it's about 10:30, I think. We head over to the parade. The parade starts at 11. We can walk there in plenty of time.
Oh my god, dude. We were there for the parade. But sorry, keep going. Oh, and let's not forget, we smoked a lot too. We had a cigar before we went out.
Yeah, I ran out of cigars.
Yeah.
I don't have any more small ones.
We'll get some more.
I usually wait till March.
Oh, that's not far away. But anyway, so we smoked one before, then had one on the way.
Yep.
And then I drank a lot of Bud Light. I didn't pay for any drinks that day. I was very impressed with myself.
I don't think I paid for any either.
All right, so anyway, not to peter off into how many Bud Lights did I not pay for?
So, like I said before, me and you took over some drinks the night before.
Mm-hmm.
I took a cooler full of Bud Lights.
Yeah, and I was over there. I'm like, Brandon, don't we have to put them in the refrigerator? They're going to be warm. And you're like, welcome to the Midwest, bro.
It's cold at night during February.
Yeah.
So I packed probably I think I
I
ended
think
up.
it was like 14.
Yeah, something like that.
Because you had 6 to go in your belt and 1 in your hand, and I purposely left you 7 because I like stuffed like 1 in each of my pockets, so that's 3. Well, I had like
you
my
want to
phone.
know? I
Well,
get
and then
to
I
the
had 2
cooler
and 2.
as we're getting ready to leave, and I go, "These assholes only left me 6 fucking beers to take.
Yeah, because of your belt.
I only had 6 beers. I didn't have a walking beer."
I thought someone else took one then because I left you a walking
Yeah,
beer.
I was kind of pissed. Somebody should have consulted me.
I know. Well, I grabbed 7 to leave you 7.
That would have been. That's the right way to do that. Yes.
So somebody
fucking
snagged
snagged one.
But oh my God, I was all done up. I had all these fucking beads that I'd taken at Colleen's, and I had a boa, and I had these heart sunglasses, which... Danielle?
She's got her earbuds in, dude. She's not gonna hear
Well,
you.
I need-
no noise canceling earbuds. She's
Damn
not gonna
it.
hear you. What do you need?
I needed her to confirm that the sunglasses came in clutch.
Yes, they came in clutch.
All
She
right.
bought them. She's
Well,
gonna say they came in clutch.
If she comes back out, well, we'll have her confirm. No, but like we were walking and we're like, oh yeah, whatever. We peek it down, the sun just blows our eyeballs out, and we're like, damn, good thing we got the sunnies on.
Yeah, I had sunglasses on as well.
And so, yeah, but so we just walked to the parade.
I think we breezed over the fact that I had a beer belt.
Yeah, we kind of let that one slide, almost as if like. But here's the thing, though. Maybe we just let it slide because I think we all just expect you to have a beer belt.
Well, you know what happened last year? Last year was my first year to this. And I did what you did this year and filled my pockets full of Bud Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Not the most comfortable thing, nor the most practical thing. And then,
Makes your butt cold and your beer warm.
and literally, I was like, this year I'm buying a beer belt. And it came in clutch. It had a fanny pack, like, hidden zipper pocket.
You're
It
gonna
had,
see
like,
me with a belt next year, Brandon.
it had, like, spots for, like, cigars to be put in. It was, dude,
I know. I'm gonna have to invest in one myself.
not very expensive either.
I might get a yellow one.
You would. I would wait. We'll see if the yellow phase is still there.
I know, but for Mardi Gras,
Fair
I'm going
enough.
through an orange phase. No, I
Fair
did
enough.
just say I was going through a yellow phase too.
Yes, you did.
I think whatever color category that orange and yellow is in, I'm in like all of that
the warm
because I'm getting into burnt siennas.
colors.
Yeah, but so and then we go there, and so and for the listeners at home, and Brandon, you know this because I said this to you the other day, but like every time I'm driving or walking or anything and I see the arch, I'm like, wow, I really am here, aren't I? Living in the Lou.
From the Lou and I'm proud.
And we were watching something. I was like, I kind of feel like I'm in that show Superstore because anytime there's an outside shot, they just like have like a little fake arch in the background. I'm like, that's how it feels. Like it feels like it's not even there. It's just like a set dressing that some extra put in.
That's funny.
But so Danielle took a picture of me, and this was like, and I'll post the pictures. But there's the pictures of Thomas enjoying his one Bud Light in front of the arch, and then there's the pictures of like where I ended the day.
Yeah.
Stumbling.
Bumbling, stumbling.
But
man.
anyway, and so the parade is going on. We have a great time at the parade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flashed a lot, caught a lot of beads.
Yeah, you flashed a lot and caught a lot of beads, and then a car flashed in a way.
Oh, yeah, it blew up.
Flashed to being on fire. It was like the St. Louis City soccer team float.
I think I have a wristband from it. It's the St. Louis football team, I think is what they call it.
But the soccer team.
I believe
Yeah.
it is technically football.
but just
America,
we're talking
or
about the same
soccer.
people.
Yeah, soccer or whatever.
And this car was like billowing smoke, and they all hop out, and this guy comes out with a fire extinguisher and blasts it. And then like it becomes as on fire as I've ever seen a car. And like it's like spilling fuel or oil, and the ground is on fire.
Yeah, the engine gave way.
No, it was just fucking crazy.
And so there was fire underneath of it on the ground, and then there's still kind of people along the sides of the parade route. and then it really lets loose and starts smoking like crazy.
Like,
And then luckily, we're parked. This is in front of the fire station, by the way.
Yeah,
they,
no,
they
that was
just
perfect
roll out
timing.
and just like spray the thing down.
Well, and what cracked me up is
this is the beginning of the parade.
Yeah,
by
no,
the
this
way.
is like right when it starts. And what I love is that picture of you just standing there pointing at it.
Yeah, buddy, that's my profile pic right
Yeah.
now.
But man, it was just nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is near. Oh, and then while we were there, I had to pee so bad.
That's like most of us throughout the day.
Yeah, and then there was a line to the porta potty, right?
Uh-huh.
And local police, cover your ears, earmuffs. I did my first public urination in St. Louis,
About time.
and I had to go so bad.
Have we not done that yet?
Not together,
Oh, maybe that was me and Tinez. That was probably me and Tinez.
probably. How do you get me confused with Tinez?
I'm drunk a lot of the
Oh,
time.
okay, I was gonna say me and Tinez are very different for a lot of reasons.
Usually this is very late at night, and I am hammered walking home, dude.
Well, yeah.
That's how I can confuse who I'm with. And also, I've done it quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, so just a
It
little.
gets confusing.
So just a little background. So, I am kind of clumsy. Brandon, you remember when I knocked over that like big wooden pole you had?
How could I forget?
Yeah. I just like walk into things and I do a little bit of a stumble. I tripped on the way to Colleen's when I am stone sober.
Well, 2 sips of the Clamato.
Yeah, 2 sips of the chelada in. And so I'm walking and I will like trip and fall a lot and it doesn't bother me. I'm not like, oh my God, how embarrassing. But so I trip and fell and I have a fucking Bud Light in my hand. Didn't spill any of it and I hit the ground. And then everyone's like, oh my God, bro, are you okay? Holy shit. And you're doing that like, nah, I'm fine. But I'm like, no, I'm actually fine. It's okay. I just fall sometimes.
No, literally the correct response to that is I didn't spill my beer.
That's what I should have said. And they'd be like, that's the most sober man I've
They've
ever
been like,
seen.
welcome to the Midwest.
Yeah, and so then I find a nice shrub, let it loose, come back. Thankfully, everyone's still here. The fire's still going.
Dude, I had to pee. I had to pay to pee at one point.
That sucks.
Emily and I paid $5 to pee, and they didn't believe that we Venmo'd them. And we were like, no. We literally, I showed them. I go, no, I paid you. I'm going pee. Goodbye. And went into the porta potty and peed.
Nice.
But this is because I was hammered as shit, and I don't remember exactly why this was the best idea, but I think it was something to do with like all the other porta potties within like a 5-mile radius were just lined up. And this
Yeah.
one didn't have a line.
Yeah, that's sometimes.
And
That's
I
all
was
you
like,
gotta
if
do.
I don't pee right now, your boy is putting out a fire.
We should have just had you out there.
I probably could have done it.
Well, and then, so then the day goes on, and we're just walking around on to the next place.
As we do.
I lost my feather boa that I had.
In exchange for...
A tie?
Yes. We don't know how this happened. We're thinking you traded it?
I don't know. There was a point where I lost the boa, and then there was a point where I had the tie.
Well, let me tell you, the tie is sick.
I don't know where it is. It's here.
Worth the trade.
Yeah.
It's
Whether
here?
it was a trade with a person.
Where is it here? I thought you took it home.
No, I took all my beads off here, too.
I might have to hunt that down. I don't know if that's here.
Whether it was a trade with a specific person or a trade with destiny.
Definitely a trade with Destiny, at least.
But then, so we're walking around.
Bitch.
Yeah. And there's one point where I trip backwards and I land on my butt, which is fine. You know, I don't mind landing on my butt.
Right.
And don't worry, that comes back up later. And so then we're walking around, and then we eventually go to meet with a friend of mine outside of a whatever bar. And then I'm like, hello, friend. Good to see you.
Hello, darkness.
And friend says, hello, Thomas. Good to see you. And so we're having like a nice little social
sought
hour.
this friend out, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was a huge hassle because my phone like was all clogged up because everyone's calling and texting. And so I had to use Danielle's iPhone to get whatever. And it was this huge hassle because it's like, can you meet me here? What about there? And so this friend's friend fucking hates me for no goddamn reason. Did you see this? Were you here for this? So I'm out here socializing with my friend, and my friend's friend who hates me just fucking like punches me in the face.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You got decked in the face?
Yeah. And the problem with this was, Brandon, normally I have really quick cat-like reflexes, but I had a few beverages. So as this tiny woman's hand was just launching towards my face. I was too boozed to counteract it, right? So I had to absorb it.
Right.
But I'm like absorption man. I can take it, right? And then my friend gets in between. She's like, whoa, 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 what the hell was that? And she's like, blah, blah, blah. And then so we start to leave because I'm not going to put up with that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then their other friend who has a boyfriend comes up to me and he's like, hey, man, I'm going to tell you how it is. And I was like, what? Who are you? What? And he's like, no, listen, because I got to tell you how it is. But I'm like, yeah, all right, dude, whatever. See you later.
I kind of feel like I heard this story 10 minutes later when I showed up or something.
Yeah, I was in absolute disbelief. I probably talked about it for the rest of the day.
And I was like, what the fuck just happened? What are you even saying right now?
And so then, as I'm walking away, she's like mouthing off to me like, something. So I just went like, I put up the middle finger. I was like, hey, fuck you, bitch. And I just walked away. And then that person that hit me texted a couple of people, because here's the thing about the Midwest. Everyone fucking knows each other, and I'm sick of it.
I think it's just this area.
Yeah, well, so anyway,
because there's like a bunch of colleges around here, and they all kind of intermingle a little bit, and it's also a metropolis, so it's just like, I don't know. I don't know why everybody knows a little bit of like. It's just weird to me also that everybody knows everybody, and I came from like not a big town necessarily. Mm-hmm. And not everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I didn't know everybody.
Well, in Scottsdale, it's a running joke that I knew everybody. I didn't, but they'd be like, Thomas, you know everybody. I'm like, what? No, I don't. Oh, hey, Mike. Like, someone I know would be randomly walking out of whatever.
I know that type of person, yes. Yeah. I know a couple of those people, actually.
But so anyway, and then, oh my God, it was just so crazy. But this person knows so many other people I know. They're all like, yeah, I shouldn't have hit Thomas. That was really rude. Sorry. Right. And then after that, we're going somewhere else.
I'm imagining this is around Grizzly, because I think we met up with her around Grizzly.
Yeah, it was near Grizzly.
Yeah.
We're walking somewhere else. I do my second public urination, but with a friend this time.
I think we're on our way to where Phil was.
Yeah. And did we go there to meet up with Phil, or did he just
we went there to meet up with Phil.
And so anyway, did my second public urination with a friend this time. It was fun. We were watchdogs. And then we were going somewhere else to where Phil was.
Right.
And we had this like hand-holding train.
With who?
Like the unit, because we were like
going through this?
No, this is when you were like being helped by two.
Oh.
I don't know if they were helping you or if you just had your arms in the buddy Brandon mode. A little bit of both.
Yes, it was a little bit of both. Those were Danielle's ex-coworkers that were helping me along for the rest of the day until they had to leave.
And so it was during that time that we just didn't want to get separated. So Emily was behind me, and I don't remember who was in front of me. It might have been Danielle, but Danielle is the one that took these pictures, so I don't think it could have been Danielle.
Right.
But so I'm getting pulled while pulling... Not Emily, CG, sorry. And I hit my shoulder on like a pole or like the corner of these like porta potties, right?
Jesus.
And I like stumble. And because the person in front of me is still pulling me, I can't catch myself. And I just fucking fall to the ground.
Just eat it.
Yeah. And so then Danielle has pictures of me. It's either as I'm falling or as I'm trying to get up.
Yeah, it's like a progression.
Yeah. And you just see CG in the back just fucking...
Just losing
just
her mind, laughing her ass off.
It was really funny. And so that was my...
Well, especially because especially if you look at the pictures, it looks slow motion as fuck. And it might have been slow motion. You were just like...
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. And then more of the people being like, oh shit, bro, you okay? But I'm like, no, I hit my shoulder and then someone pulled me as I was trying to catch myself. Like, I am drunk, but that's not why I fell.
Literally, the cop out is always, I didn't spill my beer.
I didn't have a beer.
And then everyone goes,
Couldn't do it.
He's good.
And then I have fucking CG cackling at me. But anyway, and then we end up at this little street DJ party where we met Tinez and Allison. And I don't know... And Tinez, when I see you in person, I'm gonna thank you and apologize to you in person. I like saw Tinez and he had 2 beers, and I was like, "Where'd you get that?" And then he just handed it to me, and then I was like, "This is for me?" He's like, "Sure." And I was like, "Oh, perfect, thank you." But then another part of me was like, was he really excited for that beer? But he's just so nice he gave it to me, or is he just kind of like, I don't give a shit?
Do you know how they got there?
No. Oh, they were at the Blues.
They went to the Blues game downtown.
Ugh.
And instead of getting a $120 Uber,
Oh my God!
they walked 40 minutes to get to Soulard.
Bro, that's gonna come up for me later. Oh my God!
Like,
Disgusting. I mean, I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. I would have done the exact same thing. It's not that far. I'll walk 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute drive, and they're going to charge him $100.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, so Tinez gave me a drink. I smoked 2 cigars at that street party.
I was posted up at the building because the DJs pointed towards the street, and so I'm at the building behind him because I was like, too loud.
Oh my God! And that DJ,
too loud for me.
That
Thank
DJ
you.
did the classic thing. As men who use microphones, I feel like we're maybe you're better at it than I am of knowing the perfect distance.
Yeah,
I'm learning. But the DJ did the perfect thing where he just had it like almost in his mouth, and he's yelling so loud that like it just is so distorted.
Well, you know
can't
what the problem
even hear
is?
what he says.
I mean, I know he has headphones on.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't
No.
at that point?
He was just raw dogging reality.
That's why. The speakers are pointed away from him. He doesn't know how loud he is. So he has to talk like that.
Yeah. Well, and then he also did the classic DJ thing where he plays a song that everyone knows the words to. And then immediately... Yeah. So it's a song that everyone knows the words to, is excited to hear. And then he like changes it to a song that's not as fun.
Oh, I hate
but
that.
like leaves that whole song on. It's like, why'd you leave the 30 seconds of
whatever?
But
No,
yeah,
I just remember he left a good song on and then walked away from the DJ booth.
not a bad idea. But yeah, no, I had a couple stogies, had a couple of drinkies, had a great time out there. And then I got separated.
How?
I don't know.
Well, I'll be honest. I blacked out on that stoop.
It was a good stoop to black out on. Oh, and someone knocked my cigar out of my hand, and then it fell, but it broke on the inside, and that's the
Yeah.
one we couldn't light, remember? We kept trying to light
no,
it.
I
but
had it lit.
No, but it was broken and hanging, so only like
Oh,
half was lit. So I had to like break that piece off, and then we relit it. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so sometime after that, we kind of left the little DJ area. I get separated, and then I'm like, I don't know where we are, but I kind of had a feeling, and I'm like, I'm going to walk towards the home base, right? So I'm walking towards the home base, and then like I see Colleen and CG, and I'm like, where's Brandon and whoever? And then they're like, fuck them, come with us. I was like, all right, dude, whatever.
So I had a minute there where I was like, I don't know how I ended up back at home, but I remember that we ended up back at Colleen's for a second in between.
Yeah, but that's before or after me, because I wasn't there when you were there, but I never went inside, I don't think. But listen to this, Brandon. Okay, there were 2 times that I had to run over to Colleen's to pee. I remember that.
Oh.
So I had Colleen's address for some reason, so that's how I made my way back over there.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast, faces pass, I'm homebound. Colleen bound. Do.
Colleen bound.
Well, and so I'm not going to name anyone.
I think we're technically in our second drink.
Yeah,
by the way.
we just took Danielle's.
She said nay to the rest of her
it gets
drink.
better with every sip, am I right?
Yeah.
And so this is me making the responsible decision, and this isn't funny, even though it's kind of funny. And I'm not going to name names because it's kind of like not good. So I was there, and they're like, okay, hey, like some of the friends, not all of them. So don't like just assume who was there.
Right.
So some of the friends were like, hey, Thomas, get in the car. We're going somewhere over here. I'm like, I don't know. I've been drinking. I don't know how much you've had to drink, right?
Right.
And then 2 people were like, no, I'll drive. And they're like, no, I'll drive.
That's never a good time.
But then they started like fighting over who was less drunk to drive. I'm like, I'm definitely not getting in this car.
Definitely not getting in the
For
car.
one,
No.
I don't know how boozed you are. Maybe 2 are just fucking fighting.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in a car with fighting people.
Right.
But maybe it's 2 drunk people fighting, and I don't want to be in the car for that.
Right.
And then I got fucking stranded. I don't know how to get back to Brandon's. And so I forgot who I called. Might have been Marissa or something. Or someone called me. And I'm like, can someone just send me... No, I know your address. That's right. So I had to call you
You texted me.
I texted you to get your door code.
Yeah.
Because I remembered your address.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I just walked here and just sat and waited, and then I called my mom, and I got really upset about something, and I shed a few tears.
Yeah, apparently people popped in and out of this place, and I don't know where the hell I was.
I don't know, but then you guys rolled up later.
Well, I ran. I remember it being dark out at this point.
Or I got here when it was. I was walking here as the sun was setting, but I got here when it was dark.
So I believe I was with Danielle, Emily, and this random guy that's friends with Josh.
I don't know.
And Danielle goes, "What are we gonna get for food?" That's what it was.
Taco Bell.
We walked all
McDonald's.
the way to Jack Nolan's to realize they're closed.
Oh, boo! I don't know what
Dee's
Jack Nolan's
place wasn't
is, but
serving
boo.
food, and so we ended up we walked deep into Soulard just to walk all the way home, and we got across the busy street, and Danielle goes, "Go preheat the oven for the pizza we have," and I said, "Okay," and I took off running. In boots, mind you.
If you give Brandon a mission.
Boots. Also, I like to run when I'm drunk, so
Yeah.
it's an easy...
I'm more of a push-ups when I'm drunk kind of guy.
Nah, I just run, dog. So I ran here out of breath as fuck because I'm way out of shape. And I'm just like, gotta preheat the oven. And I went and preheated the oven, put a pizza
I remember
in.
that.
And then Danielle ended up ordering Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Yeah. And I remember I wasn't crying to you guys, but I was on the verge of tears talking to you guys. I'm like, oh, I have this problem that I really hope gets resolved soon. And you give me a hug, you give me a kiss on the cheek, and Danielle hands me a fucking cheeseburger. And I'm like, this is my family.
We got you, buddy.
But
And then I was asleep by 8 p.m.
Yeah. No, yeah. And so it was CG, her person.
Cousin.
Well, I don't know how much we're outing here. Her cousin. And then I was on this part.
Bitch, she's related to everybody. She's got so many fucking cousins. There's no way
That's
you're
true.
outing anybody.
I'm related to CG.
I don't know how. You're from Arizona. You're not from Collinsville.
Collinsville is a state of mind, not just a place.
Yeah, then we're all related to her. Especially when we're drunk.
And then you and Danielle were over here, and so I'm just over here eating, and I just passed the fuck out. And then I get a call from my sober friend, the friend that we had met up earlier, who was not fucking blasted.
Okay.
Then they're like, "Hey, you still need that ride home?" And I was like, "What?" And then they're like, "You were talking about you were fucking locked out of Brandon's and you needed a ride, but I wouldn't be there for 2 hours." And I was like, "All right, fuck it." But I guess before I had your door code, I was like, "I need you to come get me."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then I went home.
Danielle tells a different story.
About me leaving?
That you passed out and you didn't leave till way later.
No, I left at 9:30.
That's what I thought.
I mean, I have the phone call.
Yeah, I think...
I passed out, and then I got a call at 9:30, and that's when I left.
Okay, I think she thought you left 2 in the morning.
Oh, no.
But I think that either her schizophrenic passed out mind, her half awake mind was just I don't think she ever heard a door close. I think she just peeped in here and thought she saw you on the couch or something.
No, I was laying right here on the couch.
Right, yeah, no, I don't think you were here at that point.
Well, and then I had to come in and get my car the next morning, which was right when you posted.
Well, it's hilarious because Danielle goes, "Thomas's car is still here," and then we I don't know, maybe we ordered food or something. I stepped outside and I was like, "No, his truck's not here, dude.
Well,
He's not here anymore." So we kind of know the time of when you came and got your truck.
Well, when I got my truck, it was when you posted your Be Real, and then you're like, "Thomas, you missed the cuddle puddle," because I had to go to a work thing. But that's it's so funny that we barely. If you had looked out your window instead of taking your Be Real,
well, that's what it was.
Me.
Emily was leaving. And when they left, when they walked out the door, I peeked out and looked to see if your truck was still there, and it was gone. So you literally were right here at that time.
That's
hilarious.
really funny. But yeah,
so funny.
That was my Mardi Gras.
That was
Smoke
our
inhalation,
Mardi Gras.
falling over countless times, beer, smokes. Oh!
It's the best time. Oh, didn't pay for any drinks.
Didn't pay for any drinks. Thank you again, Tinez. He got me
and
a tall
Josh.
bowl. Yeah, and Josh and Brandon. But Tinez. My God, I've got the hiccups. I'm so drunk from Mardi Gras.
Yeah, it's not the Long Island you're
No,
drinking.
which I'm finished with mine, man.
Jesus, dude, look at this.
They're good.
I know. You have to drive, not me.
I'll hitchhike.
Smart.
But Tina's gave me like a nice tall boy Michelob. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. And then I had that fun video on the Instagram. By the way, I already have a video up on Instagram, which I thought was a lot of fun. The album covered one.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was fun.
Those are all album covers. I don't know
I know
what that meant.
I think that's like the joke, is that they're all album covers.
Not every picture is an album cover. Bullshit,
But
dude.
they all were. They were all really good.
Yeah. Even the ones where you're like, I don't see how this is. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Great time.
They're all good.
There were some other videos that were like just 1 second too short, so I couldn't put it in with the clip thing. Like it didn't like line up.
Right.
But God, there were so many good ones that were just like 2
You
seconds
falling.
long. Me falling. I don't know if that ever got on video though.
Oh, true.
Gosh, it was so funny. But anyway, but the falling, countless falling, has to do with it. I am still recovering. I skinned the fuck out of my elbow. The where I have the pictures of me falling, that fucked up my elbow.
Yeah.
My knee is fucked up from the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't bruise my tailbone, whatever's slightly above my tailbone, out on my fucking lumbar from when I fell backwards.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is so hard to stand up and sit down. And I was in the back of a truck at work today, and I jumped down.
Ooh.
Fuck. I like bruised the bone or some shit.
Yeah.
And then I wrecked the shit out of my shoulder when I fell down a different time.
Mm-hmm.
I am bloodied and beaten.
So
Doing St. Louis right.
last year for my birthday, I ended up at ITAP, funny enough. Have
I
you
know
ever,
ITAP.
Have you ever been?
Thankfully, I don't have to get any more fights over it, but yes, I have been now.
I was there with a few people and ended up fucking running home, dude, in goddamn snow boots because it was January. And guess what?
What?
1 minute I was running, the next minute I was looking at the sky, dude.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking icy. I just my feet just slipped out right from under me, and dude, my neck was fucked up for like a month.
I know, man. It's a hard way to go. And the thing is
We're getting too old to be falling, Thomas.
I know, but the thing is I fall.
You're a clumsy motherfucker.
I fall whether I'm drunk or not, but I love
know.
falling when I'm drunk.
God, you need to stop falling.
Oh, there was one time actually.
Fall for dames, not ground.
I do it for both of them.
Okay.
But what's funny is like my backyard in Arizona, there was like the porch, and then it would drop 4 to 5 inches, and then it was like the ground.
How many times did you fall off that porch?
That's where I'm going with this. And so one time, I would like stumble and fall sometimes, but one time I was like drunk, and I like fell off my porch, twisted my ankle so bad, and it was just one of those like, enough, you know?
Puts in a ramp.
Yeah, no, almost, pretty much. I ordered like 200 like cubic yards of wood chips or something like that, and I just raised the level of my backyard so I wouldn't trip anymore. It took me like they dumped them off in my driveway. It took me like 2 weeks to get all of the wood chips from my driveway to my backyard, but now I don't trip
Did you
and
not have a
fall anymore.
wheelbarrow?
Wheelbarrow? It's still a lot, man. That's a lot of wood chips. And I didn't do it for 8 hours every day.
How many? How many yards?
Like 200 cubic yards.
200 yards?
Cubic, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Something like that. I mean, I don't know exactly, but it was a lot. It was around there.
I feel like that can't be right.
It was a lot.
Did it fill your driveway?
It was very tall.
Jesus Christ. You literally raised the fucking level of your backyard.
Yeah, it was
then.
like I raised my entire backyard like between 4 to 6 inches.
Oh, yeah, your entire backyard. Then I will give you 2 weeks, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. I thought you said like 2 yards, which is like a
No,
truck
no,
full.
no. It was my entire backyard.
Oh my god. You could have just put in a ramp, dude.
Yeah, but when you're in a drunken when you're in a drunken rage, Brandon, you're like, what is the most complicated way to solve this?
You could have just put in a ramp, dude.
I know.
Could have learned how to pour concrete. Because it wouldn't have mattered if it was nice or not.
Yeah.
Could have learned
But
how to
yeah,
pour concrete.
so
Hey, these lights, drunken fits of rage, all right?
I know. I love a drunken
Danielle's
fit
sitting
of
here
rage.
reading a book, and I'm like, I can't deal with these overhead lights. And then next thing you know, I buy I buy a light that has a reading light on
Ooh, overhead lights are for heathens. This is a lamp household.
it. Well, yeah, especially since I like to wind down before I go to bed. Have we talked about this on the podcast? The red lights?
I don't know, but
If we have,
I'm
it's
going,
been very brief.
Yeah, I'm going to get a red light lamp soon, just for like nights and mornings.
Yeah, but like red or orange is a good light to
we
have
talked
on
about
background before you go to bed.
Yeah, we talked about you getting off the podcast. We talked about you getting like a salt lamp because of that like dark orange color. Remember that?
Oh, right, yeah.
Not
I got
dark
this
orange.
instead.
It's good.
I fucking love this light, dude. This light is sick.
Yeah, well, that's something I learned when I was with the fire department. It's like how like red light doesn't like fucking burn your retinas.
Yeah.
So I want
That's
to
why
get
flares are red.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you... I don't trust that look. Does I was going to say I know it's red because of phosphorus.
At least one. Yeah, well, they picked a good one that burns red.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why they're not copper. Who
I don't know.
knows?
You're not supposed to look at a flare either, though.
Yeah. But anyway,
Did you know?
yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't say this on the podcast.
I can cut it. What is it? Yeah, don't say that on the podcast.
Okay, cut that out. We're not going to tell people the proper way.
We're not going
to
to tell
do things.
people the best way to get away with crime.
Right.
The best way to get away with crime is to not do it.
100%.
You know?
And don't even like pay somebody else to do it because you'll get caught then too.
Yeah, look.
Tiger King.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing. If you're paying somebody to do a crime, they're already a criminal. So why would they be loyal to you?
Right. They'll fuck you over.
Yeah, it's like
They'll take your money and go to Florida and have a good
here's
time.
the thing with drug dealers in general. Not drug dealers, criminals. Drug dealers are also criminal. That's the connection here. But people are like, oh, man.
Usually, but pharmacies are also drug dealers. But go ahead.
No, I agree. But they'll be like, oh, man, my drug dealer screwed me over on how much I bought versus whatever, and it's fake. But you're asking, like, the criminal element to be trustworthy. And there is honor amongst thieves.
There's
sometimes.
reasons why people are dying of fentanyl in their cocaine.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you order cocaine and you get fentanyl, and then sometimes you try to buy some cocaine and it's just crushed up drywall. It's like there's no, I don't know.
If it was legal,
whole
it'd all
thing.
be regulated, and then you'd be getting pure cocaine.
Are you running for office, Brandon? What are we doing here?
No, I'm just offering policies to the lawmakers.
Vote this November. Dr. Brandon Churchill,
Dude,
attorney at law.
I am not a doctor. Full disclosure. Even though I have, I told you do have that disease. Tequila forgetamosis or whatever the fuck I called it.
Tequila no
remembero.
remembero.
Tequila no remembero. I have diagnosed you with tequila no remembero. I kind of like tequila forgetinosis too.
Yeah, that's good too. Forgetinosis. Oh gosh.
Forgetinosis. Tequila forgetinosis.
Tequila forgetinosis. Forget about it. Sorry,
It sounds
it's
like
those
a real
iced teas.
thing.
Yeah, forget.
Sounds like a real thing.
Oh man. But anyway, Mardi Gras.
I taste way less agave now.
That's good. Well, probably because it's had enough time to water it down.
And we're deep.
Yeah, we're deep. That's what my date said last night. Just kidding. I didn't have a date last night.
Stop it.
What was I doing last night? Oh, no.
Yourself.
No. I actually had a great
Watching
day
The
late.
Simpsons.
No, I actually had a great day yesterday, and if things work out in the way I hope, I would elaborate on why things went well.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I got it.
Can't talk
They
too
don't
much.
get it, but I got it.
Yeah, can't talk too much shit, and then it'd be like, whoops, never mind.
Whoops, never mind. Forget everything I said.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Give the tequila remembrosis. Tequila no remembrosis.
Tequila no remembero or tequila forgetinosis.
Oh, tequila forgetinosis. Talking about that new Harry Potter game, that should be a spell in it,
It
man.
is. Tequila forgetinosis, yeah.
I don't know, man, but Mardi Gras, what a trip. And sorry, this is like 2 weeks late of Mardi Gras at this point, but
But
you
that's
know,
what you get.
Yeah. But I had a great time. I'm looking forward to going to next year's.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then, last week was the Q&A. This week was just remembering something. Pretty much this whole episode was just Mardi Gras.
Right.
Next week, we are back to our regular scheduled programming. We're going to be with an interesting drink.
Yep.
That I'm really excited for. Fun name, fun ingredients.
Yes.
High class drink, I think.
I think probably a good special guest.
Dr. Churchill, you say that. I mean, you've been a good special guest, but the guy I have scheduled for next week, I'm really unsure of. I mean, he's not a doctor.
I'm sure he is just as interesting.
I'll give him a shot. It'll be good. It'll be more of a return to form.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know what is coming up? I think we're planning on doing some hot ones on my YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So watch out for that. That's going to be, so at time of release.
We'll be filming
Yeah, so we're going to be filming shortly after this releases.
Yes.
So
Best case scenario.
So I don't know when you guys should look out. I don't know how long it'll take you to get the video ready.
It depends on the production value and how it goes. It could take a week or two.
All right.
So in a week or two, the Hot Ones episode potentially will be out.
Love it. No commitment.
No commitment. I can't commit. Sorry, buddy.
But no, it'll be good. Brandon Churchill will be there. I will be there.
You will? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There'll be hot wings.
There will be hot wings, so I am there.
That's why you're there. You son of a bitch.
Sean Evans might call in sick. I don't know. He's being a little flaky about the whole thing. So anyway, we got Hot Ones coming up.
Hot Ones is coming in hot.
Oh, I think I don't know. I just feel good about the next episode. I'm just really excited for the drink. I'm not going to spoil it here, but you sent me the drink. I'm like, what the fuck is it? I'm like, oh, this actually looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's another one of those like.
Just, not my idea, by the way.
No, it's not Brian's idea, but it's just one of those fucking pure booze drinks that I love so fucking much.
Bitch, we're drinking a pure booze drink right now, dog.
I know.
If you can't hear it in my voice.
But you know what I mean, like those Manhattans, those...
Yeah, like a fancy
what was the last one we just
drink.
did? A Negroni.
Yeah.
Love them.
On that same level.
I know, and for this drink, I was like, well, we just did a fancy one with the Negroni. And then the next one we're doing it with blank.
Dude, we tried to say this wasn't going to be fancy.
I know.
And it got fancy fast.
Real fancy, real fast.
Like, pretty simple ingredients, but we still had to go out and get stuff.
Yeah. Well, you had to buy the Coke and lemon, and then I had to buy one thing that's going to be used this week and next week.
Well, I had to buy more vodka because I didn't want to use Daniel's stash. Yeah. You know, she likes her Moscow mules.
Yeah. That woman. That respectable woman.
Doesn't like a Long Island, though. I don't know if I want to marry this woman.
I
will.
Don't get too excited at home. He's not single.
I'm not even joking. I will marry this woman.
Good.
Thomas is like, Mom and Dad are getting married. Thank God.
I'm not a bastard child anymore.
We love you, Tommy boy.
Oh, I love you too. Brandon, man.
That's Dr. Churchill that you did.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Churchill. Brandon Mann is his father.
No,
okay, sorry. But anyway, Brandon, where can they find you?
Well, definitely check me out on the YouTubes. At
First
Brandon
and foremost.
Churchill on YouTube. Instagram, Brandon_Churchill_95. That's it. Don't even look at my Twitter.
There's nothing there.
Nothing there.
As for me, you can follow me on Instagram at CaptCoolKid. That is CAPT Cool Kid. And then you can also follow me at Bad Boy of Botany. And as for the Instagram, you can find us on Gin and Thomas Podcast. And on YouTube, you can find us at Gin and Thomas Pod. You can find me on Twitter. There's nothing there. Gin and Thomas Pod.
When are we doing these shorts, dude? We gotta get these shorts going.
I know. I'll do them. I have them. If you have any fun ones to send me, I'll do them.
I send you them constantly.
You've sent me a few, and I have a few written down. I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna hanker down, hanker down and do them. Bunker down. What do they say?
I'm going to hunker down and do them.
I'm gonna hunker down and do them.
I'm gonna get down to brass tacks. No,
let's brass these tacks.
If anybody wants to intern for the podcast and wants to potentially do that, DM us on the Instagram.
Yeah.
You could potentially be an intern, and then you could put that on your resume.
Yeah.
You could. I was an intern for a podcast. You don't have to say how successful the podcast was.
And then
Even though we are widely successful, we are in multiple countries around the world.
Yeah, shout out to the Belgian boy who never hit us
boy,
up.
Baby. Let's go.
And then if you say you interned on a podcast, you could be the next Jamie for someone else's
Jamie
more
Vernon,
successful
young
podcast.
Jamie, baby.
Or since we're like a cocktail review podcast, you could intern for us and then become the next like great American food writer, the next Anthony Bourdain.
Or you could become a good bartender, I guess.
Become the next somebody that serves drinks, all kinds of stuff.
Hit us up.
Which, speaking of which, I just want to take a moment to say, I've like learned so much about drinks just doing this pod. Because be like, Thomas, like, what's a good drink for like a party? I'm like,
absolutely.
Ooh, frostbites are good. Born
Well,
on the Bayou.
Depends on what kind of party.
Yeah, but like
what kind of
now I
party
have,
are we
like,
talking?
cool cocktails to do. Cause
If you want to do a cool cocktail, or do you want to elevate your college party game? Do you want to elevate your college party drink?
Yeah. And that's what I like about this. I'm learning about drinks as we're teaching about drinks.
100%.
Because I have a bit of a baseline, but I'm not really picking drinks that I'm like, I don't know. I like picking things that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I thought Long Island's were from a long island, like a physically long island.
Technically, you're not wrong. On
Long
both
Island,
accounts.
Tennessee,
or Long Island, New York.
Yeah, but so anyway, and I really hope that people don't tune out as soon as we start talking about the Instagrams, because we then always go on another tirade.
Oh, we could easily go on another tirade.
That's all we. What? Stop clenching your fists.
I'm sorry.
That's like me when I was in that video when I just walk into frame with a clenched fist.
I'm sorry. I get very passionate
about tirades.
I think we should do more skits.
Oh yeah. Oh dude.
I love the skit.
We'll do some. Tell you what.
A good skit.
Tell you what. I'll get some.
Okay.
I'll start jotting them down.
All right.
We always just seem to go off after the Instagrams. So I really hope no one cuts out when they think we're closing out the show. Because really it's just the halfway point. I'm just kidding. But Brandon has a place to be.
That's true.
I guess I have to go home.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'll figure something out. I could probably go home and make some shorts.
You're going to be back real soon.
I am. What am I doing tomorrow?
Working.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, anyway, so Brandon, it was wonderful to have you on the show.
Dude, it was so nice to be here and just get drunk with you off of Long Island.
It was great, and I'm glad I had you here.
Dude, these were good.
These
Can
were
we
really
talk about
good.
how good these were?
No, these were actually amazing. This is probably like the best Long Island I've ever had.
What did I say to you after I made these?
You said he's like, I haven't even taken a sip, but I'm proud of myself.
I was like, I am very impressed with the drink I was able to put together, and I haven't even tasted it yet.
It was really, really good.
You know how I could tell?
Because the color.
The color.
The color was perfect.
The color was perfect. I think it came down to the size of glass I used. I used basically a regular pint glass.
Mm-hmm.
And we poured a 1 ounce of each liquor, half an ounce of half an ounce of simple syrup, half an ounce of lemon juice, about maybe a little more, maybe like 1.5 ounces of
and
lemon
then we
juice.
did a shot of every or 1 ounce of every alcohol, and then just whatever space was left, hit it with the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, you top it off with the Coca-Cola. Of course, this is all poured into a glass full of ice.
Yeah.
And no, it was absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
in
and it
every
was
sense of the word.
The color
Other
was
than
just
the agave. But
yeah.
we talked about that.
But I mean, that's not even. But I mean, even that though, the worst part of the drink isn't even bad.
No, right. It's just not what I would want out of my Long Island.
You know what would be kind of interesting for us to do?
I'm listening.
Is maybe we find what our favorite like alcohol type is, right? Like I really like gin, so maybe I would find like a Bombay Sapphire East gin and let that be the alcohol that cuts through. and then maybe you get some kind of rum that can really cut through. I don't know. Rum is generally pretty smooth. It's not a piercing taste generally. But maybe
like we talked about, I think I would get that tequila that's more rummy.
Yeah.
And then that would kind of bring out more of the rum, I think.
Yeah, and then just maybe make like the gin forward, rum forward Long Islands and see how that compares. Okay. Anyway.
Bad idea.
But yeah, no, it was really good. I highly recommend making them. But so anyway, doctor, let's say somebody was going to drink and then they were going to drive. What is your professional medical opinion on that?
You'll die.
Okay, you heard it here first.
You'll die immediately.
And what if
You'll turn the key to your car and you'll die.
You'll die.
You'll die. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll die.
And so what if... Okay, but what if I've been
Don't
drinking...
drink and drive.
Okay, but what if I've been drinking and I want to get a boat?
Don't drink and con a boat.
Will I die?
You'll die immediately.
I'll die.
You'll shove off and you'll die.
You'll die.
You'll untie that first rope and you'll die.
Dead.
Dead. Like you couldn't believe you'll be dead.
Dead. So anyway, don't drink and drive.
Don't
drink and con a boat. Don't drink and operate any kind of heavy machinery, honestly.
Don't drink and bicycle. You'll die.
No.
You'll die.
But if you absolutely have to...
Drink and walk.
Drink and walk. But I was going to say, if you're going to be drinking and biking, definitely wear a helmet. But wear a helmet even if you're biking and sober. Are you kidding me?
You get hit by cars all the time.
There is nothing more badass than being safe.
Thomas has been hit by like 50 cars while biking.
I've been hit by...
This dude looks like a Z.
I have been hit by 2 cars while biking.
You do look like a Z.
I look like... What does that mean? Like the tire tracks over my body? What do you mean a Z? Like I'm so bent up from getting hit by cars?
yeah, your shape is a Z, bro. This is why you don't turn the podcast off after the Instagram.
Yeah, this is why you let it ride.
No, they'll look at it and be like, they'll go to turn it off and they'll be like, why is there 20 more minutes?
Why is there another 6 hours?
Because we drank Long Islands. We should do this again. I love these drinks.
You know, these are good. I'd love to do revisited.
The Adios Motherfucker episode coming in hot with Tinez. I want to do one with Tinez. I guarantee he loves Adioses.
We can call him AMF, so I'm going to call it a Boston Tea Party.
Should we call him right now? Should we call him and see if he likes AMFs?
Yeah.
I think that's a great addition to the podcast. Let's do this.
Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? I already got him.
You have to let him know that he's on the podcast.
Oh, I will. Hear that ring?
Yo, what up?
Tinez, you are on the Gin and Thomas podcast currently. I have a question for you. Are you prepared?
Wait a minute. I gotta get in the mood. I was watching my show. Pause it.
Tinez.
All right, what's the question?
Tinez, do you like Adios Motherfuckers?
Ooh. Do I like that? Hell yeah, I like that. That's pretty good.
I thought you would. So you'll be featured on. You'll be the co-host of the Adios Motherfucker episode.
When is that episode?
I have no idea. We haven't decided yet. But I was like, if anybody likes an Adios Motherfucker, it'd be Tinez.
We had to get you reserved.
We had to make sure we were clear for it.
All right, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I thought you would. Yeah, we're gonna black out on that episode, dude.
All right, fuck yeah, let's go.
This is the Long Island episode.
Drinks from Long Island, huh?
Yeah, so if you know anything about Adioses, they're kissing cousins, if you will. Basically the same thing.
Are they from Collinsville?
Oh my god, they're not from Collinsville.
Can you hear me, Tinez?
Oh, he can hear you. He's responding.
Yeah, I
to
can
you.
hear you. I can hear you just fine.
Oh, because you're on speaker. I'm talking into the microphone. And I'm like, how can he hear me?
I mean, you both sound very clear to me, so. Oh, man.
All right, boys.
All right. Well, just want to clear that with you. Make sure that you are the guy for the job, so.
All right, I'm the guy for the job, most definitely.
You got it. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, see you.
All right, bye. I told you.
Hell yeah.
It's like, fuck yeah, like audio. He had to think about it because he's like, Normally, I don't remember
Yeah. He's like,
when I drink those.
adios, motherfucker. It's healthy. It's healthy. It's blue. Blue's a healthy
Blue.
color.
Healthy color, right? Mold.
Penicillin.
Blueberries aren't even blue.
No.
They're like purple.
Yeah, I don't know if blue is found anywhere in nature.
Water.
Yeah.
Reflection off the
But
sky.
isn't it? No, yeah, but... No, it's the other way, dude.
What?
No, but I think water might be, like, green?
Oh, we are out of our depth, sir.
I don't know. I'm not an oceanographer.
I'm not a doctor. I mean... Yeah, you got it.
It's the Long Island episode, everybody.
This is why you don't hang up, bruh.
We have finished our drinks. We have dropped the pod, or we've dropped the links. We've dropped the drinks. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and con a boat. Be safe. Be kind. Drink responsibly. And good
love
night. Shout out to Long Island, Tennessee.